Welcome, sports bettors from around the world.
Good Sunday morning. How are you all doing today? It's Sports Gambling Daily for Sunday, November 24th. My name's Jared, and I got Philly over there. What's going on, brother?
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Appreciate you guys joining us on a Sunday instead of being in church where y'all should be probably, but but you're not. You're here gambling away with us.
Nothing wrong with that. So,
Absolutely.
we're going to be looking at the NBA card today. We got 5 games for today. Some pretty good matchups that we're going to jump into. We're also going to give you our contest and the team that you need to guess the exact score on. That's going to be fun. We still don't have a winner because yesterday there were 76ers just did not want to let the Miami have any kind of breathing room. And, I mean, they just crushed the Miami Heat.
They sure did. That was a statement. I'll be completely honest in saying I really didn't see it coming. I'm a humongous fan. I thought the Sixers could win. The line was a little nerve-wracking to me. I thought I saw a spot where maybe even Miami could win this game, but ex Miami Heat Jason Richardson, I mean, he showed what it's all about, and they dominated it right from beginning to end. I don't really recall Miami even holding a lead at any point in the game, and it finished 113-86, and I think that was a little bit of a statement for the Sixers, frankly.
I agree. It was very impressive. So, guys, today we're going to have our premium selections come out here in just a little bit. Yesterday, let's recap that a little bit. Early on, great start to the day, but later on, kind of fell apart a little bit. And, full transparency, guys, we're not going to hide anything. We had Oregon Ducks, and we also had the Los Angeles Lakers, and they both lost. We also had the Pelicans.
Pelicans, yes.
They fell by half a point. So, overall, it was our first losing day in a long time. So, we're expecting a big bounce back. Now, we did have 3 other winners. We had a hockey over. We had Virginia Cavaliers, and we also had DePaul.
DePaul?
Yeah,
right.
DePaul basketball. All of those were pretty easy winners. So, all in all, first losing day in a long time. So, we expect a huge bounce back, right, Phil?
No, I'm with you. I mean, it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You could easily argue, like in the Pelicans game, they were covering the spread within the last minute of the game, and then the free throw situation happens, and it's a shame, but it's all right. It is what it is. You have to expect it. You can't win every single day, and this is where your bankroll management and the ability to stay, I guess, on an even path. And
Right.
A lot of people like to use the word tilt. If you have a losing day and there's another game coming up, you don't got to throw everything on that one to try to recoup. You got the next day, and there's a whole lot of games that you can win back at. So that's what we plan on doing today, man.
If you guys want to do this long term, then you have to expect that losing is going to be a part of it. We go through winning streaks, we go through losing streaks, but in the end of the day, if you keep it even kill, you do your research, or you follow somebody that does their research, and you're going to be just fine. But you can't. You got to keep emotions out of it as much as possible. If you get emotional, think about just regular life. If you get emotional, is it ever a good thing? I mean,
yeah, no question.
Because it's kind of losing control. Even if it's a good emotion, you've kind of lost control a little bit. So, you try to treat this like a robot, like an investment, like hey, whatever happens today in the long term doesn't matter what happened, because today is not going to affect the long term goal. 10 years down the road. It's just, it's just like a stock market graph, up and down, and then eventually it just keeps going up. So anyway, let's move on to the next day. We got to turn the page here.
Absolutely. Let's do it, man.
All right. So we got 5 games. Oh yeah. I wanted to mention, if we have a private group, if you're interested, just email us. We can talk to you about that. sportsgamblingdaily@gmail.com. It's for our subscribers. It's for our members, and it has a lot of live betting information and actual real time live betting plays. If you're interested in our premium plays, www.sgdwins.com. All right, Phil, that's enough of the promos. You ready to get in?
Yeah, man. We had to keep that all straight. That was really good.
All right. Dallas first. I mean, I'm a professional, man. I've been doing this too long. I should be a professional. I mean, hell, this is like our 500th video in a year. So, all right, Dallas taking on Houston. This is a good matchup here. Obviously, the Rockets are my team, but Dallas, they've been playing very well as of late. They've blown out Golden State. They've blown out. Well, they didn't blow out, but they beat the Cavs. I mean, so good teams beat bad teams. That's what they're supposed to do. Here you have Houston minus 5.5. Man, so it kind of gives me pause to lay 5.5, even at home, versus a team that is as potent as Dallas. Now, Houston has had Dallas's number over the years, but this Dallas team is different than teams in the past. So, what do you think, man?
Well, I mean, Luka has certainly taken it to a whole nother level. I made that point the other day. I thought he could be a fucking top 5 player right now, the way he's been playing. But I'm sure James Harden will have something to say about it. I can see this being the type of game where he wants to, put his competitive spirit involved and, and try to take over. And I hear you, dude. This is a very intriguing matchup. I don't see anything crazy with the injury side. It looks like Seth Curry, who was out with an illness, is probable. Looks like Gerald Green and Nene, and but those guys have been out as far as I can tell. So I don't see anything really significant. Is Gordon playing? Although it seems like he's probable, maybe.
Right. He might come back and play, and he's a great 3-point threat. If he's playing, that's somebody they have to worry about. When Harden or Westbrook runs down the middle lane and kicks it out, man, it's either him or PJ Tucker hitting the corner threes, or so there's some. If he is playing, that's going to help a lot.
Yeah, I just see this game being like a game of runs, where like maybe Houston gets up 8 or 9, and Dallas comes back and they cut it close, and maybe they go up a couple back and forth, kind of punch each other back and forth, and because of that, I could see a situation where certainly Houston wins the game. I think Dallas might cover this, to be honest with you. I kind of really like the way they're playing right now.
I can see a cover, but I can also see a Rockets win. I don't know. I mean, Clint Capella, he's been averaging, 20 rebounds over his last 6 games.
Monster.
Now he's got Porzingis to deal with today. But, I think Houston wins the game, but I don't think they cover the spread. That's my personal opinion.
Well, I hear you with that. And my only thing with the way Porzingis plays, and it sort of reminds me of what Embiid does, like because Porzingis hits a 3 and he has the ability of consistently doing it, you bring Capella out a little bit and it opens up a little bit. He's not under there to be able to just bring up rebounds and block shots. And that would be something that I could see, but a very intriguing matchup. Might be one of my favorite games today.
Yeah, I think you're right. So we'll see how well the Rockets match up. I mean, do they bring in Chandler and Capella in at the same time? Do they try to bring an extra rim protector in, just to prevent those kind of things happening where you open up the court and let Luka do his thing? But Luka probably will be matched up against Westbrook. I don't see Luka being able to get past Luka or Westbrook like he does some of these other guys. Not to say that he can't. I'm just saying, I just think, I don't know, it's just a good game. Overall, this is going to be a fun game to watch. So,
agreed. I honestly don't even know if this is a game I would personally bet on or not, but certainly, I mean, because I like to break them down and try to figure it out. I'm going to keep my eye on it. Might be a good live betting situation.
Sure.
But yeah, this is me personally. I hear your point. I would lean Dallas with the points, but it's not anything concrete for me yet.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Brooklyn versus New York Knicks. Brooklyn is laying 2.5 on the road. It's a little New York versus New York battle. So New York plus 2.5.
Yeah.
You got New York is 4-6 against the spread in their last 10 games. Brooklyn 6-4 against the spread in their last 10 games. And I kind of lean Brooklyn here only because I feel like Brooklyn has been playing pretty decent ball lately. Now, I know they haven't played like top flight competition, but with the Hornets and such. But I feel like this is a game that Brooklyn can come in here and just cover or win outright. So, I mean, I know you kind of have an affinity for the Knicks. So, what are you thinking here?
Well, yesterday I kind of leaned on the Knicks to beat the Spurs not because I necessarily think they're a better team. I just think they were the better team at the moment because the Spurs were in free fall and the Knicks were playing pretty decently, but they did not win yesterday. They wouldn't have covered in this situation. I mean, it's almost the same spread. But Brooklyn's without Kyrie and they're not the same team without him. And I don't know, this is going to be an ugly game. I mean, on the surface, yes, Brooklyn should beat them. They probably are the better team overall, but they're just not as good with Kyrie right now. So,
yeah, but I mean, they played so many games without Kyrie. They've kind of learned how to play without him, wouldn't you say?
True. No, you're not wrong about that. I mean, the Knicks on a back-to-back situation, that would be the only sort of downfall maybe to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is such a pick 'em for me. I mean, I think you got to flip a coin on this, honestly. I mean, what do you think, Brooklyn? Do you like Brooklyn better?
Yeah, I'm going to take Brooklyn. Jarrett Allen is 30 for 40 over those last 5 games. I mean, it's pretty solid. So he's red hot. And Brooklyn has won 3 straight games by combined 22 points.
Yeah,
I think I don't know. I know this Knicks team's a little better than they have been in the past, but I mean they're still 4-12. So give me the Nets in this. You're only laying 2.5 points. So
yeah, could be some juice in this building too, because the 2 New York teams going at each other, and right now the Knicks are kind of like the stepchild. They're supposed to be like the more marquee franchise.
Yeah, right.
Well,
after they lost out on Kyrie and KD, and Brooklyn gets them instead. I mean, that's kind of embarrassing for those guys.
They freed up all of that cap space to bring in, I don't know, like 3 marquee free agents, and they got Julius Randle.
Julius Randle, man. Hey, good player, but that's not who they were.
He is a good player, but
not who they were thinking about, though.
Not at all.
All right, next up, we got the Kings taking on the Washington Wizards, and this is the game that we have our contest on. And I just flashed the rules up there for everybody that was interested in playing and knowing what the rules are. So, and we still don't have a winner, Philly. We've been doing this for 2 weeks now, a week and a half, and we still don't have a winner. I thought somebody was going to win yesterday, but the Heat did not come to play. I think both these teams are going to put up some points tomorrow or today, and the over under is 236.5. Kind of lean over there, to be honest with you, but just off of the first initial glance, I like it. And I hope one of you guys win this thing. If you win, you get 1 week's worth of our premium selections, absolutely free. All right, Philly, we got Kings versus the Wizards.
Yep.
You were talking Kings, just the other day about how hot they've been running lately, and now they're getting going into Washington.
Yes. So yeah, I agree with you with everything you just said there. The problem I'm having with it right now is, they have a lot of personal kind of injuries going on. Ariza is out. Okay. So Corey Joseph upgraded to probable. De'Aaron Fox is still out. Bogdanovich, which is a big part of what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's out with a hamstring, doubtful. So that's an issue. On the other end, John Wall, he's been out. Ian Miyahimi's out with Achilles. He's out. He's been out indefinitely. So not really any crazy injuries on that end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Washington's number 1 in offense. They continue to score over and over, but they continue to let up points over and over. So the over on this has been hitting every game they play. It's almost like a no-brainer. They tend to keep rising the number, but they tend to keep going right the hell over it. So I got to look at that too, because nobody stops them. They're like almost dead last in defense and number 1 in offense. And just because of that, and just because of the people that are out on Sacramento's side, I would lean Washington, I think, at home just to outscore them.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, and I think the better play here is the over, and it's weird because the line opened at 240 and it's dropped down to 236.5. But that's because all the players from Sacramento are out, I'm assuming. Yeah. And I still think it doesn't matter. I think that there's going to be so many points in this game, it's not going to matter. So if I had to make a selection, it's going to be the Kings or the over. But I probably lean Washington to win this game outright. And if you're only laying 2, you're only laying 1 basket, I think that's a pretty good spot.
Well, to that point, the total has gone over in the last 5 Washington games. And I think can't get better than that.
Yep. All right, Phoenix versus Denver. What do you think, man? So we got Denver laying 9 at home versus a Phoenix team that was red hot to start the season. Now they've totally regressed.
Yes.
Their record overall is 8-7, where Denver is 11-3. Denver took care of the Rockets just a couple of days ago. But 9 points, man. Do you think that's a little too much?
I saw a stat yesterday. Now, listen, I can't say 100% unequivocally that this is even true or not. I don't, because if it was kind of interesting. But the Nuggets team, let me see if I'm reading this right, has been the best against the spread this year of any spread of 9 points or more. It seems. Wow. So, if that's true, I don't hold me to that. But I mean, if that's in cast, but here's the thing. We talk about them going to Denver, the altitude situation. the fact that, yes, they have been falling off, and I don't see anything here with whether or not Rubio or Baines are going to play. I think that's obviously a big part of it. Phoenix did play yesterday, and it was a pretty good game too.
Yeah.
Came right down to the end. So with the fact that Denver is playing at home, that Denver has a lot of firepower, I group that with the altitude, the fact that they've been covering these spreads. I'm leaning Denver minus the points.
Yeah, and let's think about the Suns' mindset. I mean, they have to be kind of just frustrated, and like,
Sure.
dang, we're not as good as we actually thought we were. We're probably just a 35-win team, and you're playing against Denver. That's one of the best teams in the West. So yeah, I can see them covering the 9. It's close though. I mean, I think Denver can cover, but the thing is, it's close. I think 9 is a pretty good number, and I probably personally stay off this game unless I need to look into it a little bit more.
You just got to tell me, like, they have Frank Kaminsky playing the center position right now, and if he's going to be able to stop Jokic, okay. I mean, I don't know. They're a totally different team, without Rubio in there. Baines makes a big difference.
Yeah.
I might revisit that if they're in, but just if it's not, I don't know, man.
Hey,
it's
you're
hard
right.
for
I
me
mean,
to
with all
believe.
the injuries they have, they're just like the old Phoenix teams, which just sucked. So,
Yep.
maybe that's where we're at right now. All right, last game on the docket here. We got the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. Pelicans are walking into the Staples Center, and they're getting 12. We all know New Orleans just got crushed. Well, not crushed. They were getting blown out the majority of the game, and then they ended up losing by 8 points. Now they're playing the Clippers, which can play some hellified defense. What do you think? Do you think the Pelicans, because the Pelicans were kind of not shooting well yesterday. So,
Right.
Do you think that this might be a bounce back game and that we can take advantage of some recency bias?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Pelicans yesterday, that was another high score. They're able to score the basketball. They just don't stop anybody. And it's kind of the other way around where LA, they can score and they stop people, although 12 is a large spread. This is one of those games where, obviously teams get up to play against the Los Angeles. So my only issue is the fact that it's a back-to-back spot. And I was just looking to see if there was anybody significant out. But, looks like Favors is out. Questionable is Okafor. Josh Hart, questionable. And then on the other side, Shamet, but he's been out for the Clippers. So early on, I would actually probably look at New Orleans plus the points. I just think they score a lot. They they should be able to hang within that number, in my opinion. The Clippers, at least early on in part of the season, they haven't blown teams out. They've gotten out to some leads. They've come back. But they've been kind of closer games, it seems.
Yeah, I agree. I actually kind of love the Pelicans in this spot. Pelicans have won 3 straight road games versus the Clippers. Again, take that with a little grain of salt. In the last 3 games, they didn't have Kawhi or Paul George, but nonetheless, I like the Pelicans here. I think this is too many points, and I'm probably if we don't put it on our premium card, I'm probably going to put it on my personal card. I do like the Pelicans in this spot to stay within the number.
Yeah, I hear you. Unless something earth-shattering goes on, I would be right there with you.
Yeah. All right, that's all 5 games, fellas. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast here. Philly and I enjoy doing it for you guys, and we're possibly going to be doing this 7 days a week. I don't know. We're seeing how it goes, but we'll definitely be back tomorrow. We have a lot of games tomorrow, 11 games on the docket, so strap on in for at least a 45-minute video.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. But, we try our best to try to make these things not as long as they have been, but whatever.
Well, that's why I always ask if there's certain content you guys want to hear or how we break it down. We're certainly open to listen. It's just, when you have 11 games on the docket, it's like if you give it 3 minutes a piece or 2 minutes a piece, you're at a 30-minute video. So, what can you do?
Exactly. It's crazy. But, hey, we're here, and we love doing it, so we're going to continue to do it. And thank you so much for everybody that's hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. We got a lot of new followers, man, and I love it. So I love seeing all the new faces. Make sure you leave your score prediction down below. Here's the rules again. And, let's just keep building this community we got here. And, overall, just thank you so much. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. My man Philly over there is blowing up on Twitter. You got to give him a follow as well. And we're also on Instagram, if you want to go over there and, look at pictures. So.
That sounds good to me. We appreciate everybody. Like you said, thank you so much. I know it's a Sunday morning and a lot of people sleep in, but let us know what you think about the video. Please leave your scores below. We'd love to give out a free week of premium plays. I know somebody's going to hit this at some point.
That's right. And remember, guys, stay away from parlays. Parlays are like strippers. They look good. But they leave you broke. So there's no reason to fuck with them. So on that note, let's get out of here, Philly. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. Good luck to everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Have a great Sunday, guys. Best of luck with your wagers.
Peace.